Hi guys, I'm here to bring you this week at Access video for the week of July 20th through July 24th. So remember, this week we will have our Bring a Friend event that is going to be happening the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And also this week we are going to be starting a new training cycle. So we are going to be doing a 4-week muscle building hypertrophy training cycle. With this, we're going to see some different movements from our typical back squat, bench press, deadlift, and the various accessories that we've been doing. We're going to see some barbell work, but not as much as we usually have. And our workouts, since this is a muscle building workout or training cycle, our workouts are going to be pretty repetitive with a focus on progressive overload. So week to week, the workouts are going to pretty much be the same, but we may tell you to try to go heavier, or there may be more reps the next week than there were the week before. So I really encourage you to keep track of what you're doing in SugarWOD so that hopefully at the end of the 4 weeks, you can see some sort of progress. But getting into it, on Monday, we're going to do 3 sets of 12 goblet squats. I really want you guys to focus on your form with these. It is higher reps and therefore lighter weight. This is a great opportunity to work on your squat depth, mobility, staying nice and upright. So we have our 3 sets of 12 here, but there is a twist, and there's going to be a twist with all of our kind of main lifts. This cycle, we are going to have a superset component with each one. So for our goblet squats, we are going to superset with alternating seesaw lunges, and we're going to do these until there are about 30 seconds left on the timer. If you are a newer athlete, you can give yourself more rest time as needed, so maybe stop when there's about 45 seconds. If lunges are not an option for you, you can also do step-ups in place of the seesaw lunges. Then for our workout, we have an AMRAP 15. Our advanced variation will be 20 alternating side lunges with weight, 20 weighted sit-ups, a 200-meter run, and 10 box jumps. Our intermediate variation will be 20 alternating side lunges unweighted, 20 step-ups, a 200-meter run, and 10 box jumps. And our beginner variation will be 12 alternating side lunges, 15 sit-ups, a 100-meter run or a 100-meter front rack carry, and 10 jumps to a target. And if jumping is not an option for you, you can do 10 ground to overhead with a plate. Moving on to Tuesday, we are going to have 3 sets of 12 single arm strict press. This will be 12 reps on each arm, and you may use a dumbbell or a kettlebell for these. And our superset for this is going to be AMRAP chin-ups, or banded chin-ups, or a chin-up grip ring row. However, when I say superset, I do not mean go until muscle failure. I mean go until you have 1 or 2 reps left in the tank. Like you're at a point where you're like, ooh, I could do like maybe 1 more of these. That's your stopping point. So then you can rest for the next superset and your next set of your strict press. Then our workout is going to be 4 supersets. For our advanced variation, we're going to have bicep 21s. So these are a bodybuilding movement for the biceps. You do 7 half bicep curls from the full extended position to halfway. Then you'll do 7 from halfway all the way up to the top. And then you'll do 7 full curls. For these, you can do them with an empty barbell or just a barbell, or you can also use dumbbells. We'll see what we have for equipment on those. So you have your bicep 21s, 15 dumbbell push-ups, and 20 alternating plank rows. For our intermediate variation, again, the bicep 21s, 10 dumbbell push-ups or 10 regular push-ups, and 20 alternating plank rows. And for our beginner variation, our bicep 21s, 10 box push-ups, and 10 dumbbell bent over rows. Then on Wednesday, we'll have B-Stance RDL, 3 sets of 12. Again, it'll be 12 on each side. And then our superset is going to be glute bridges, and you're going to do those until there's about 30 seconds left on the clock. Again, if you're a newer athlete, you can go ahead and give yourself more rest time if you feel as though you need that. Then our workout is going to be an EMOM 15. For our advanced variation, minute 1 will be 7 strict pull-ups. Minute 2 will be 14 alternating step-ups with weight. You can use sandbags, kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever is going to get you there. And minute 3, 35 double unders. For the intermediate variation, 7 jumping negative pull-ups, and you can scale the number of reps as needed on those. 14 alternating step-ups, unweighted, and 70 single unders, and you can scale the reps as needed there. Beginner variation will have 10 ring rows for minute 1, 14 alternating step-ups for minute 2, and for minute 3, 30 seconds of jumping rope. And again, if jumping is not a good option for you, you can do ground to overhead. Then on Thursday, we're going to have barbell bent over rows, 3 sets of 12 reps. And you're going to superset with AMRAP ring dips or bench dips or overhead triceps extension. Again, you are leaving 1 to 2 reps in reserve. You are not going to complete muscle failure on those dips. Then for our workout, we're going to have 5 rounds for quality. And every variation, advanced, intermediate, beginner, we have 100-meter suitcase carry, so 50 meters on the left, 50 meters on the right, 10 dumbbell or kettlebell bench press, and 20 alternating gorilla rows. So choose a weight that is going to be appropriate for you on that one. Then for Friday, we're going to have Bulgarian split squats, 3 sets of 12 reps. Again, it's 12 on each leg. If you can add weight, great. If you're not ready for weight, that's fine. If you're still working on your single leg strength, you can go ahead and do lunges. And if you're still working on your squat movement in general, squat strength, squat mobility, go ahead and do goblet squats or air squats. And we're going to superset with AMRAP push-ups. Again, leave 1 to 2 reps in reserve. Then for your workout, it's going to be a partner AMRAP 15. It's going to be you go, I go style, but the running or carry variation is going to be done together. When I say together, I mean you're running or carrying together, not one of you taking off on your own. But anyway, for our advanced variation, we'll have 10 toes to bar, 10 dumbbell hack squats, and a 400-meter run together. The dumbbell hack squats are a new squat variation. Your coach will explain it to you more, but if you're going to do this variation, you will elevate your heels on plates. You'll have dumbbells in your hands held down at your side. You're going to stay really up, straight, tall, up and down. You should really not have any forward lean, and that is how you're going to squat. It mimics, if you've ever seen a hack squat machine in a gym, it kind of mimics that movement. For our intermediate variation, we'll have 10 knees to elbows or knees to chest, 10 dumbbell front squats, and a 200-meter run. And then our beginner variation will have 10 toes to rig or a 30-second plank, 10 goblet squats or 10 air squats, and a 200-meter front rack carry. That is all I have for your workouts this week. I do want to remind you guys, again, with these advanced, intermediate, beginner variations, you're not locked into one or the other. You can kind of mix and match. If you're like, you know what, I think I can do that movement from the advanced variation, but I'm going to do this movement from the intermediate, fine, do that. But as always, if you have any questions, reach out to accessstrengthtraining@gmail.com.